Just a short journey from the chaos of Ho Chi Minh City, there is a city where mountains meet the sea. This is Vung Tau. Most people know it as a quick weekend escape from the busy streets of Saigon. But if you slow down and explore a little deeper, you'll discover a place full of beautiful viewpoints, historic landmarks, and peaceful seaside life. In this video, we'll explore what makes Vung Tau one of Vietnam's most interesting coastal cities. Set on a small peninsula along Vietnam's southern coast, Vung Tau is a city shaped by both the sea and the mountains. For many years, it has been one of the most popular escapes from Ho Chi Minh City, offering a mix of fresh ocean, scenic roads, and a slower pace of life. But Vung Tau is more than just a beach destination. The city has a long history, and its landscape gives it a character that feels different from many other coastal places in Vietnam. Hills rise above the shoreline, old landmarks stand beside modern streets, and from many parts of the city, the sea is never far from view. This balance between nature, local life, and history is part of what makes Vung Tau so appealing. And watching over it all from high above is one of the city's most recognizable symbols, the giant statue of Jesus, standing on Mount No and overlooking the coastline below. At 32 meters tall, it rises high above the sea and the streets below, making it even slightly taller than the famous Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. From many parts of Vung Tau, the statue can already be seen watching over the coastline with its arms stretched wide. But seeing it from a distance is one thing. Climbing up to it is another. The path to the top takes time and effort, with a long staircase leading visitors up the hillside through trees, open views, and glimpses of the sea. And with every step, the monument feels larger, more dramatic, and more connected to the landscape around it. For many people, this is the moment Vung Tau becomes unforgettable, when the city, the coastline, and the open sea all come together beneath one of Vietnam's most remarkable landmarks. The monument was first begun in 1974 by Vietnam's Catholic community, although the full structure was completed years later, in 1993. Since then, it has become not only a religious symbol, but also one of the most recognizable landmarks in Vung Tau. It is this combination of scale, history, and scenery that makes the Christ of Vung Tau more than just a famous monument. It becomes one of those places that gives you a completely new perspective on the city around it. Not far from the giant statue, another of Vung Tau's best-known landmarks stands high above the city, the Vung Tau Lighthouse. Built by the French in 1862 and later rebuilt in 1913, the lighthouse is one of the oldest in Vietnam. Perched on Small Mountain, it has long guided ships along this part of the southern coast and remains one of the city's most scenic viewpoints. The road leading up to the lighthouse is part of the experience itself, winding through the hillside with wide views of the sea and the city below. And once at the top, visitors are rewarded with one of the best panoramas in Vung Tau, a sweeping look at the coastline, the beaches, and the blue water stretching far into the distance. Unlike the dramatic scale of the Jesus statue, the lighthouse offers a quieter kind of beauty. It feels calm, historic, and timeless, a place where you can slow down, take in a breeze, and simply watch the city from above. Beyond its famous landmarks, Vung Tau also offers a quieter and more natural side. One of the best ways to experience that is by hiking on the Big Mountain, known locally as Nui Lan. Unlike the city's better-known sightseeing spots, this trail feels much more raw and peaceful. It winds through the forest, surrounded by trees and thick greenery, giving the hike a more hidden and untouched atmosphere. Along the way, the views only appear in parts, with occasional openings through the trees revealing the city, the coastline, and the sea below. That mix of forest trail and partial city views gives the experience a very different feeling from the open panoramas at the statue or the lighthouse. It is a reminder that Vung Tau is more than beaches and landmarks. Beneath its coastal image, there is also a quieter landscape of hills, forest, and trails waiting to be explored. For those who enjoy walking in nature, it offers a chance to slow down and see another side of the city, far from the usual tourist route. And perhaps that is part of Vung Tau's charm. In just one place, you can move from busy seaside scenes to a peaceful forest trail, with the sea never too far away. Of course, no visit to Vung Tau would be complete without spending time by the sea. The city's coastline is what first draws many people here, and it remains one of the main reasons Vung Tau has long been such a popular escape from Ho Chi Minh City. What makes Vung Tau special is that its beaches are not only places for relaxation, but also part of the city's everyday life. The sea is always present here, in the views, in the atmosphere, and in the routines of the people who live by it. Whether seen from the hills above or experienced up close along the shore, the coastline gives Vung Tau much of its identity. It is this connection between city and sea that gives the place its relaxed and unmistakable character. As the day comes to an end, Vung Tau begins to change once again. The heat slowly fades, the city lights start to glow, and the coastline takes on a calmer and more relaxed mood. At night, places like Tam Tang Tower add a different feeling to the city, blending into the evening atmosphere and reminding you that Vung Tau is not only about beaches and viewpoints, but also about the quiet charm it carries after dark. The city still feels alive, but in a softer and more peaceful way. And maybe that is what makes Vung Tau so memorable. In just one place, you can find mountain trails, historic landmarks, sweeping sea views, quiet coastal moments, and evenings shaped by the rhythm of a seaside city. Vung Tau may be known as a quick getaway from Ho Chi Minh City, but as this journey shows, it has much more to offer than a simple weekend escape.